Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, February 25th, 2026, and in this morning's video, I'm going to be bringing you all of the latest and greatest for today's weather across the lower 48. Going to go over temperatures, moisture, all that good stuff. So, like this video if you like it, subscribe if you've not done so already. We're very close to 440 subscribers. And please leave a comment down below where you're watching from if you can. I would greatly appreciate to know where you guys are watching from. So, starting off right here where we currently are, just kind of looking at our radar, our moisture right now. This is last hour or so. We do have some energy rolling across the Rockies right now, but not really a whole lot to speak of. Really, the main story is out in areas further east. We have this kind of clipper system rolling through areas of the Northeast, and even down in the higher elevations of West Virginia. It's also snowing as well, but areas of heavy snow in areas like Long Island and up through Massachusetts. So this will continue for the next several hours. We'll go over you guys' snowfall totals here in a second. Radar's even picking up some freezing rain here in New York. I wouldn't be surprised. So nothing crazy about that freezing rain, but it could be enough to put a glaze on the roads. Just be careful with that. Watches, warnings, and advisories look like this. Still a lot of the same in the Rockies here. Wind-related warnings and stuff like that in this tan color. And then these pink are red flag warnings. We still have those up. They started to decrease a bit. We still have a good few of those, and we do have avalanche warnings in a few higher locations across the Rockies. It's hard to specifically name locations. And then moving east a bit, we have these special weather statements. These range from black ice to they can be a lot of things, but just typically black ice or some light snowfall accumulation. Other than that, pretty quiet day across the U.S. so far. And I do want to mention that there is a general risk of thunderstorms today from the Storm Prediction Center, just across areas from Wyoming and central Colorado down through the Kentucky and Tennessee Valley here. So just a general risk that some of the convection that gets going in this area could have some lightning associated with it. Nothing else is expected at this time. So starting off in the southeast, I will have timestamps up throughout this video. Please utilize those. We're looking at the HRRR model starting off right now, and we work our way through the day. Maybe some rain showers start to build their way in. And as we get in towards tomorrow morning, I'm going to start doing this where we take this out a little bit further. This is tomorrow about this time, and we have a little bit more widespread rain, but pretty much anywhere from after midnight tonight into tomorrow morning, we could start to see more rain showers develop, even some snow getting going along the Ohio River up into Ohio here. But some of these areas in yellow that you see could be just heavier rain. Could even be some thunder in those. Other than that, nothing else too crazy is anticipated. Temperatures in the far southeast here, there's definitely a gradient. We got 70s, mid 70s in areas in the lower half or so of these Gulf Coast states. Obviously, increasing a little bit as you make your way towards the deep south, and then it starts to kind of drop off, right? You get to South Carolina, the northern areas of Georgia and Alabama, and you start to get 60s. North Carolina looks to be in the 60s today. And working our way up the coast a little bit. North Carolina points north, really starts to drop off. I mean, once you get into Virginia, you get highs only in the 50s and then in the 40s as you work your way even further north. So moving our way into the Northeast, just starting off right now, it's picking up on that snowfall pretty well, actually. Will continue for the next couple of hours, and it could be another wave of it that makes its way in. Some lake enhanced activity, and definitely on the table here. And this is about tomorrow morning. And the Northeast kind of clears out, and you can see this area down here of activity developing. So high temperatures today in the Northeast could look like this. Once you get past Virginia up into Pennsylvania, you start to see highs in the 40s. Areas in Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, and northern New York will not break freezing today, most likely. This could be due to just snowpack in some areas and just cloud cover, just generally not warm enough. So moving past that, we do have some snowfall risk here. This is between pretty much now and the rest of the event over the next 48 hours or so. I do want you to notice in central northern areas of New York, there's over 6 inches that are showing up here. So a lot of snow could be on the way for some areas. This is likely lake enhanced, and all this stuff you see along the coast is from what's going on right now. So another 1 to as much as 3.5 inches could fall. But moving past that, here's the north central U.S. and the Ohio Valley right here. Let me get everything in frame here. So we move this on. There's some sort of system that gets going in Iowa, the kind of low pressure, and it meets up with that moisture to the south getting into tomorrow morning. But that could drop some snow. I don't expect it to be a lot, but could be some. Other than that, there's kind of a clipper system to the north in Minnesota and Michigan, but not Wisconsin, that is, UP of Michigan, and down into lower Michigan as we make our way through tomorrow, but that's for tomorrow's video. Our temperatures, high temperatures that is, in the Ohio Valley areas, the Midwest, look like this. Big gradient here. We got 60s in the southern areas along the Ohio River here, and then you got 20s and teens for high temperatures in all of Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, a lot of Iowa here. Moving up a little bit to the north. North and South Dakota are split kind of wild. Areas of South Dakota here could be in the mid 50s, maybe even 60, and areas of North Dakota could be in the teens, or maybe even single digits as high temperatures. So, very big gradient here. This is just due to a shot of Arctic air that is associated with these low pressures that are rolling through. So, moving into the south central U.S., I'm going to have to reselect this model here. Go. There's some sort of surface low pressure that has developed yesterday in areas of, say, Oklahoma and Texas, and that doesn't do much, but it could bring windy conditions. Other than that, really nothing to speak of. Very quiet day as we get into tomorrow morning. Nothing has happened at all. Daytime high temperatures down here in areas of Texas could be in the mid 90s. I wouldn't be surprised if some areas reach 100 degrees. It's not hard for temperatures to kind of overachieve when it's this hot, so I wouldn't be surprised. Surrounding areas in the it's a range. I mean, you got 70s in areas, say Mississippi, 70s in Oklahoma. It quickly turns to the 80s and then mid 80s, 90s, mid 90s, all that stuff. Moving up a little bit to the central plains here, definitely a gradient. Oklahoma's in the 70s, Nebraska's in the 40s. So Kansas is kind of that in-between zone, but most of the central U.S. should be kind of a mild day. And then moving into the Northeast, I don't know why it's switching models on me like this. Let's change it back. The Northwest that is. Between now and just the next 24 hours or so, very, very quiet, especially in comparison. Actually, nothing to speak of really, except for far, far northwest areas of the U.S. Temperatures in the northern Rockies here. Let me reload this. We got 40s, 50s in the valley areas, so maybe a little bit warmer than you could expect this time of year, but nothing crazy by any means. And kind of the northwest corner of the U.S. here, the valley areas in the 40s and 50s, mid 40s or 50s or so, and that's pretty typical this time of year. Moving down a bit, I'm going to switch this once again. Here we go. So again, I mean, that's starting off now, moving through the day. Some rain showers work their way through like Utah and Colorado here, maybe some snow as well, but nothing really to speak of at all. Very quiet day. So temperatures in the southern Rockies here and the desert Southwest be a warmer day than it was yesterday by several degrees, but not anything too crazy. Valley areas in the mid 60s through maybe even the mid 80s and 90 in the desert areas. And then moving down into California here in Nevada, you can see how the valley areas of California could even reach the mid to upper 90s in the southern areas and 60s, 70s elsewhere. Otherwise, pretty quiet day across the U.S. So thank you guys for tuning in this morning. I'll have you guys a video out this evening as well. We'll be going over all of the latest and greatest for just our storm systems that we have to watch closely. I think we have active weather that we need to keep watching. So definitely tune into that. And nothing else, I will see you in about 12 hours from now. Thank you guys for watching.